Oh, I think we're going now.
Oh, whoops. Looks like Fear accidentally...
Oh, that's a rough start for a Fear agent. But we're starting off in Links. We start off with 20 rupees in the Sanctuary, and we got a map check with a pendant on Eastern Palace and a crystal on top of Hera.
Nice. Pendant Eastern Palace, I believe that was blue. We got 5-6 in Desert, and then normal Crystal and Hera, so fun start.
Yeah, we get 5 rupees for the tier 1 tree pull, as Vert's making their way over to do a little bit more throwing of some grass as he goes into the uncle checks.
Come on, Uncle, give us something good.
20 rupees to start off, and Hitsu's making the early lumberjack check. It's typical for most players to do that, and only got 5 rupees, so Mech is not required to get the item on top of lumberjack, but we'll see what happens when we have to go and we're taking into consideration the Dark World. And 20 rupees on the crab is a really nice farming method.
Oh yeah, that's the one I dubbed Mr. Crab, because he's got all the money.
Oh. I see what you did there.
Ha 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 ha. Now, would it make more sense to have the 20 rupee crab be Mr. Krabs, or the single rupee crab, since, you know, he's so stingy?
Okay, then. Here's a drop it down into the hideout with only a heart piece, while Fear is still farming money, and as well as a heart piece on the mushroom spot, so both of them not getting much. Hitsuyan just saving and quitting from the Lost Woods to get the Link's house. Verts is farming for bombs in this little spot, just a little bit to the left of Link's house.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting some of the hula hand tricks, but no, looks like Hitsu's just gonna grab some bombs and check out Kakariko.
Yeah, it makes sense to do this pretty early in the seed. Verts is also going to check race game while he's here. Makes sense. Fear's also doing the farm bombing as well as Snap-a-Tender.
And there goes Hitsuyan making a liar out of me. He is checking Sassafras's hut and probably gonna dip into Eastern afterward.
Oh, definitely. And Verts is also going to check the library. There's a magic powder on top of that. And the green pendant is going to be in Skull Woods.
Oh, nice find right there. Well, all we need now...
Unfortunately, not much, though.
Oh, that's a shame.
Heart container on the back of the tavern as Hitsu is making their way into Eastern Palace. It's kind of interesting how Hitsu is going to be doing this really early in the seed.
I bet you he's hoping for something like a bottle or a flute, so that way when he makes his Kakariko check, it's all in one.
Oh, that's also a nice idea. So Verts is going to bomb this house to get some more bombs.
Save on some of that money.
Speaking of bombs, you can bomb the chicken hut for 3 more bombs.
What is that old lady doing in her spare time?
I have no idea.
What are those chickens doing? Bomber chickens?
Maybe. They're going to be dropping into the well.
Well, I know Wingstop had those TNT wings, but that's just nuts.
Silver arrows, not bad.
Hey, that's good. Until we find the bow, we can just start chucking those. Ooh, water toes.
And a red boomerang.
The good boomerang. Oh, and some fungus over in Eastern Palace.
First, checking out the silver arrows while with Saltender. And Fear is going to get a green bow. And, okay, here's the bow.
hot diggity daffodil.
Yep, that bow is... Good thing that bow is right here because... Oh boy, if it wasn't there, it would have been quite a mess. And the Tower of Hierarchy is going to be fire-locked.
That is always such a great hint to see.
Oh, definitely.
Never have to worry about, hunting down for a small key that's locked behind itself.
With that bottle pretty early in the game, Fear's gonna check the sick kid. Only a heart piece. And now Sepatender, as well as Fear Agent, is making their way. Well, Fear Agent's actually going to be probably heading over to the front of Escape, or even doing the Uncle checks.
Well, since we've got that bow, it's kind of difficult to shoot those little Moldorms with them, but we've got a good way of killing.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. And with that boomerang, we might be able to see what the stun prize is if they just choose to go for it.
Oh, very true. Hopefully it'll be something good.
Sepatender opens the floodgates while Halcyon continue about to reach their final check in Eastern Palace, and a sword in the big key chest.
Well, that's a good find. I mean, with
Oh,
everyone
no
getting
kidding.
a bow, I think most of these runners are going to go ahead and check Eastern anyway, but we'll just have to see.
Oh, of course, yeah. Sepatender finding a heart piece in the sunken treasure, by the way. As Seppa opens up the mini Moldorm cave while Fear is doing the front of Escape.
Now, I believe we only found the compass and the big key, so I think Armos has the map. So thankfully, unless this is a Ped seed, we shouldn't have to worry about killing Armos.
Oh, definitely. It's making the early mushroom check. And there's a hammer in mini Moldorm cave.
Well, that's step one to getting into the Dark World.
We just need a glove and a mirror. No, a glove and a moon pearl. We're good to go. And speaking of,
Yeah.
I was going to say the mirror, but we found the mirror inside the in the vanilla. The potion hut. Yeah.
The drug lady.
Yes, the drug lady gives out a mirror.
I mean, kind of fitting,
Yeah, because mirror on the wall.
I was thinking something a little more R-rated, but we'll go with that.
Oh, actually, there's that moon pearl I was referring to earlier. So that's step 2.
Oh, and Mr. Hobo having a pokey stick. So that's 2 of our 4 swords currently in the game. So we've got Master Sword. We're just a lamp away from...
Yep, logical Aga access. But with that, the hammer in the moon pearl already found, I don't know. The worst thing that could possibly happen is if the glove is one of our gloves is in the Dark World, or actually, no, both gloves are in the Dark World. That could be the worst case scenario, but...
Best thing for us, but... Oh, never mind.
Yep, there's a glove in the Waterfall Fairy, which is always nice. And that's your Dark World access.
Look at you being all fancy with your psychic powers.
Yeah, I'm not a psychic. I'm a professor. So there you go.
And just a lot of money in that fart cave. So here's the fun part. Who's going to be the first one to get all 3?
Sepatender has quite a good advantage here as Sepatender is checking the back of Escape, while Verts is heading down toward the mini Moldorm area, while Hitsuya's making their way up to Ice Cave. Rather.
I have a feeling that Hitsuyan is going to go check out Waterfall Fairy, get his glove, and then check out Death Mountain, which I hope he doesn't.
And the rest just there was a map and a key, and that was it. So also some 20 rupees. But Fear is gonna grab his glove.
And that does mean we've actually got an item in the Dark Crossroads. You want to bet it's the Fire Rod?
Actually, wait, someone in chat points out there's actually 3 swords in the early game here in the light. That was another sword inside the Ice Rod cave.
Oh! Oh my, that's awesome.
Saboteur having Histon having a good has a good luck in terms of swords. Bert's now heading over to the Moldorm area. Well, or he actually did the Moldorm. He got his hammer there.
This will be interesting. So far we've got Hobo, Ice Rod Cave, and Eastern, all with swords.
See, I'm finding the information about the magic magic powder inside the library.
And Fear is gonna do the play. He's checking out the Dark Crossroads.
And without a lamp, he's gonna rely on his sword, the beam of his sword, to check where he needs to go. So now Histion finally going to be doing their Kakariko checks.
That'll be the interesting thing to see what we get here. Maybe something good, maybe something worthless.
Just some bombs. And that's all we had. The escape has our Moon Pearl, so Fear needs to make their way over to the mini Moldorm cave, and he'll be getting your Dark World access.
Yep, Fear is on the right track. Fortunately, I believe Sabo is going to be finishing up Eastern before he goes into Escape.
Oh, definitely. Sample Tender now probably one of my favorite rooms. This Southpost room where you just throw the pots down from the left and then down. That's the right and down, rather. There's that glove. Yep, there's that Glover. Verts.
It's Verts Glover.
Okay.
Not popular brother to Daniel Glover. Now, thankfully, we know we all have desert access. We've got Dark World access at this point. Unfortunately, the runners don't. So they're probably either thinking that Zora's going to have something, or it's going to be in one of these areas like Escape.
Yeah, so Fear Agent now making their way over to the mini Moldorm game, while Verts has heading over to the Threat of Escape. Both of these runners are going to be in their Dark World access.
Yep, here comes Fear. And bam! 1406 for Dark World access for Fear Agent. Now the next question, how long will it take him to actually get over to Dark World? Is he gonna finish up in Light World, or...?
I think it's easier to go for the rest of your Light World checks right as soon as you go, as soon as you do anything else. And Saboteur actually finishing up the Armos Knights getting his first pendant.
Now that is a surprise there. I mean, unless he forgot to count. He was thinking that Armos had a weapon or item. It's a blue pendant, so the only real reason to do that would be in the hopes that it's a pet seed.
Oh, of course. So now Fear Agent's gonna grab his second sword here in the Ice Rod Cave. And first got his Moon Pearls, so he's the second one to enter, have Dark World access. Hitsion now grabbing his glove. Sabatender doing his uncle and eventually his part of escape.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. And Fear Agent is the first one to cross into Dark World as we get our match check. The last 5 seconds crystal is in the pod area, and our last pendant is on fire.
Ooh, interesting.
And so Fear Agent's gonna open up. I've been given it a couple names. Like 2 seeds ago, I gave it the name Cupid's Cave. Started with the bombs, a little bit of love, green, blue rupees, Saint Hearts, and 20 rupees. So, love and greed cave.
Let's call it the Vegas Cave.
Yeah, the Saint Cave that as Star Wars said.
And Chad is pointing out something here. I don't believe Sabotender opened up the big chest in Eastern.
Oh, that explains why he thought there was a. That explains why he didn't. He thought there's going to be like another item here, but there isn't. Fear now making their way up the mountain, check the pyramid ledge, while Verts is also going to head with him. I believe that was just 10 arrows, but Verts is actually heading towards the pod area.
Well, I mean, not logically, it's not clearable, but these guys can clear it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Verts seems a little more. Hopefully, Verts is more confident in his play here to get into a pod. There might be something to work, and hits a crystal. He is able to clear it if he knows how to get through the dark room, especially that dark maze.
I was gonna say that's the one that's tough. The U-shaped room is a lot easier, thankfully, but if you don't know where those those entry and exit points are in the dark maze, yeah, you're gonna get lost pretty easily.
Oh, no kidding. Verts opens a pod. Fear Agent will be right behind him as Hisyon now goes up into. Well, first he's gonna do his uncle checks, but he might eventually go up into the front of escape to get his Moon Pearl. As Saboteur enters the Dark World, going into the vague cave. And it is bow locked. It's alright though, we do have that bow early, so it won't matter for Verts as well as Fear Agent.
Yeah, never fun to find an item like that in the front. Not only, of course, being useless, that just means there's only 4 more items in pot.
Oh, definitely. So Verts is gonna head over to that bow lock side because he has no other choice.
Yep, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And well, the hint says it right there. Verts is going to the next room.
What a rebel. Yeah, it looks like Sabo is stealing poor Stumpy's wallet.
Whatever that sprite.
Yeah, what a mean little pixie. Seriously.
That's what it's called?
I keep forgetting his name, but that's from the Secret of Mana.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Bloom.
Okay, so we get a key in this bow lock side chest. And another key. It's going to be typical here as we have no other choice but to go here. And Verse is going to take a Death Warp just to get back to the front. Since he found those 2 keys, it actually makes sense for him to do this, just so he can have a little bit more safety. Doesn't have to go all the way around. It's actually a little bit more quicker to get there compared to what Fear is doing, just by just going rapid around and checking the first and Bird's less allowed to check the first chest. The second chest, rather.
Now, I'd say 9 times out of 10, those 2 chests are going to be small key and or the big key. But it's always good to check. For specific cases like that right there, where I am wrong.
Wow, that's a really nice pickup for Fear Agent and Verts. That's the flute.
Now, of course, that does get us 1 step closer to Mire, which means 1 step closer to a Ped Seed. But hey, once they get the Titan Smiths, that does mean we don't have to worry about the book for Desert Palace entry.
Oh, definitely.
Now, the interesting thing here will be to see if getting an early mirror will bite Hitsu in the butt. Because we all know that there is a cool little trick that if you have the Cane of Samaria and the Mushroom, you can do what is called the Fig Powder, where if you have no magic/mana, and you decide to use the Cane of Samaria, and then immediately menu and switch to the Mushroom, you get the powder.
Yeah, because the game, since we know that the Mushroom and the powder share the same slot because it's technically part of a fetch quest. But the game doesn't know which one is what if you just use the magic and it assumes that you did the wind up and you're switching to something else, something like that. I believe that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. I'm not no expert with the game. I know a couple things, but not the entirety of the game.
Now, the plus, though, is that we know where magic powder is. It just requires the boot.
Yep. Bert's found the big key in the dark.
And it looks like Sabo is dealing with one of our grumpy fish.
And only gaining a piece of heart from that.
That explains why he's so grumpy. Doesn't have a lot of love to give.
I said this like what in the past. I think I said this like yesterday regarding someone was mentioning like a piece of someone's heart. I would say like, wait, don't stop stealing people's hearts.
So Link is a Casanova?
Either that is a phantom thief.
And thank you, chat, for that. I'm now getting Queen's song stuck in my...
Oh.
So if I start singing, that is on you.
Oh, that's a nice rod.
Oh, well that means, you know, that item is dead for Ped. That's okay, we still have Hookshot.
Of course, yeah. Now, unfortunately for Verts, he had to skip that because he's having a little bit of trouble here, but Fear is setting up for a Death Warp just by using the bomb, since they do a full heart damage regardless, as well as Verts. I don't know if he actually grabbed the ice rod or not.
I'm not sure, but we'll get a menu here in a moment, so that way we can check.
Oh yeah, he'll probably switch the bow to get to the back.
Oh, and it looks like we've got both Sabo and Hitsu going to the Village of Outcast area to see what we got in that.
And yes, I can confirm that Verts did pick up the ice rod.
Oh, good. So we don't have to worry about him going back in there and missing something.
Avatar is actually heading to Skull Woods.
That's an interesting play there. I mean, I've seen a lot of fire rods in Skull Woods before. There's 7 checks in Village of Outcasts altogether, so it might come back to bite him.
Oh, yeah, it's possible. Having a little bit of a sync here with as Verts and Fear are heading to the back to go and tackle Helma's.
Ah, the wonderful Helma play.
And only a heart piece as Hitsion's doing his Village of Outcast checks over in the chess game.
Where Sabu is just becoming the keymaster, getting 2 small keys and the big key.
And there's Bombos over in the Bumbleable Hut.
Well, we can clear Ice Palace once we find ourselves the Titan Helmet. And it didn't look like anything interesting in the big chest, so Sabo is gonna nope right on out of there.
Yeah, as Hitsion enters Thieves Town, Sabatender goes over to the Bumper Cave area. It's in a little bit of trouble here. He's down to 1 heart. Fear taking a death.
Oof.
That room is not kind, especially when you don't have a fire source.
Yeah, those turtles are evil.
But Fear is actually gonna just leave. He doesn't feel. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, that room is just annoyingly difficult.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. But Vert's actually making a little bit more progress on Fear, and he takes the death. That's a commentator's curse if I ever seen one.
It's alright, I'll just mark that down on my notebook. Oh, well, thankfully, it looks like Hitsu's not gonna have any problems with dark rooms anymore. He's got the lamp.
Oh, that's convenient.
So, good start. Can do dark rooms, got a little bit of a fire source, so we can get some stuff done.
We also clear Hera as Fear activates his flute.
Ooh, very nice. Now this will be the tricky part. Will Fear go to Eastern and get the mushroom before he goes to Hera? Well, I mean, Death Mountain. Nope. He's going straight there.
I mean, this dark room is as bad. It's probably the more easier dark rooms to do.
Oh yeah, this one you basically hold up for 2 seconds, hold right for 2 seconds, down for a second, right for a second, up for a second, right for 2 seconds, and then rinse and repeat.
Yeah, it's really easy. I usually like to go up against the wall. Just up against the wall because you're moving yourself up there anyway. Saboteur grabs his lamp. I just got a hint saying that the Pyramid Fairy is dead, so... Yeah, there's that. And the old man giving only a heart piece for Fear Agent.
Just everyone is given a little bit of love. I guess we're all heartbreakers today.
Or, like I said, Link's probably a Phantom Thief.
That just dawned on me. We don't have a tuxedo mask sprite, dude.
Or even a Joker sprite, for that matter. Fear Agent goes into Spectacle Rock, while Verts is going to grab the little love from the catfish. 20 rupees inside Spec Rock, and there's actually Blue on top of it, and unique item requires a bomb. Not too descriptive.
I don't believe there's anything in the back of Escape. There's nothing in the Vegas cave. Was there anything in the back of Saha's closet?
No.
Yeah, so far our bombable areas, there's been nothing. Oh wait, wasn't there Bombos and Brewery?
Yes, there was.
That's probably it.
So it was in Well, too, but also counts.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
So Hitsun, since he got that hammer in hand, he's going to check the big chest with that key he picked up. And only a piece of heart.
This is going to be exciting to see where our next progression item is.
If your agent going to probably do either the Skull Woods play or the Village of Outcast play, and Nancy's going for the Village of Outcast play as Hitsion is entering the blind fight.
And our pun for today was rental agent something.
Rental agents something or another. I thought it said like retail agents or like mental agents, but I don't know. But Hitsion takes out blind. We don't have to worry about that. And only 20 rupees, and Hitsion has drawn first blood for this race.
Very nice. Always good to get a Thieves' Town crystal out of the way early.
Yeah, of course.
And aside from Helmasaur over in Pod, there's not much else we can really do at this point. Until, of course, Hitsu finds his flute.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Sabotender getting the chest, and looks like, according to our chat, rental agents offer quarters for dollars. It looks from the speculation that it's provided.
I wouldn't even rank that as a dad pun. It's just boo.
I mean, it's not as bad as, say, the hint that it's obvious that you could any sword will do on blind.
You hear about that one pizza joke? It's super cheesy.
Oh.
I'm sorry, there's too much disappointment in your voice.
Yeah. First grabs his bombos, while Hitsion enters Graveyard Ledge.
Ooh, this is gonna be a fun track. No
it's so nice to get that mirror.
Nope.
No. Only a heart piece. Sabotage takes a death. To blinds, unfortunately. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah, kind of messes up the script a bit.
Yeah, so Sabo, for a lack of better words, has to do this fight blind.
Blind?
Yes, completely blind. I'm not talking about the boss, but as in completely blind. He has to do it the normal way.
So he has to fight blind.
Right. I'm not gonna go for that anymore. Oh.
I mean, it's blind. It's okay to do bad puns.
Right. I mean, literally, he gives out a bad pun as soon as you start the fight.
Oh, Hitsu actually just making a walk up there. I mean, logically, he can do it. He doesn't need the flute at this point.
Oh, definitely. With the flute, with a lamp in hand, he can also clear Hera. And Burst is going to be pretty happy to see that, along with Fear Agent. He picked up the lamp. They're going to be definitely needing that for Pod.
Oh yeah, Sabo getting his blind fight cleared, and I gotta give him props for that. That was some pretty epic dodging and weaving. He'd be great at dodgeball. And Chad does make out a very good point, since Hitsu has the mirror and the hammer. Not only can we full clear Tower of Hera at this point, but we can also check all of Easteth. So if we get our hook, our mitts, anything progression-wise, then that is a goal.
Oh, definitely. So Hitsion now doing his spec rock play. He'll be grabbing that blue mail that's also on top there.
Definitely a good save in a lot of these cases, because green mail just hurts so much.
Yeah, Burst is also pretty happy to see the hint that refers to the Pyramid Fairy being dead, only just cash and cap.
Honestly, I would have preferred it to be unique items, since we've got our 5-6 crystals as Pod and DP, just two really easy places to get.
Right, definitely. Hitsion unfortunately had to miss the bomb jump there, but it's alright. He could just climb up the mountain again. He'll be hitting into hair anyway, because it's not a big issue. It'll be kind of a time sink, but it's marginal at best compared to how he has so far. He already has the Thieves Town pen crystal as well. Beer is also one that fights, so both Beer and Hitsu are going to be neck and neck in crystal counts.
Now Sabo is actually making his way into Pond, so he'll grab his flute, get his ice rod, and have his second crystal here in about 5 minutes.
Oh, definitely. So Beer clears Thieves Town as Hitsion makes their way into Era.
And we get a compass in the first basement. And that means we're going to get a big key in the next chest.
No, I'll interject. I believe there is the big key is firelocked here in
I thought that was the small key.
Oh, the small key. Okay. Oh, okay. I misread that. That's on me. That's on me.
It's all good. Your psychic powers are not as up to brush as mine. It's expected.
Right. Also, the firelocked mire is also dead too, so a lot of good hints coming out in this scene.
Oh yeah, if you can avoid the coffee break, then just perfect.
Here grabbing his bombos while Hitsion's making their way up the tower.
Just $20 in the first one. Unique item in mini multi. You think? I mean, it's not like it's currently in his hands.
Yeah, if it was a little bit earlier, it would have been free real estate. Like, way earlier. And there's not even any hints in, there's not even any hints there. Just saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Oof. And it looks like Tower of Para items are a bust. We just had the $20 and another piece of heart. So it's off to fight the wonderful Trolldorm.
Dirks clears blind, getting his first crystal.
Well, looks like Sabo is having a dance with those little jellies. As he's bombing the floor and going to be dropping soon, he will have his flute. A Rudy Toot Toot.
Mm-hmm. Scooterly Dirt.
Skit scat tiddly tat.
Right. Hitsion clears Moldorm and gets his second crystal.
Huzzah!
No, you're not Balrog, Mr. Scruff.
But I wanna.
You're not a suitcase. You don't have a small fairy thing, and you fight a robot.
Hey, you don't know my life.
True.
You get very good with the cave story jokes, though. I will give you props.
Piece of heart on the floating islands as Hitsun does Spiral Cave. Spiral Cave. Spiral Cave.
Spiral Cave. Has whatever Spiral Cave has. Is it good? We don't know. Mostly crap. It's for show. Look out! He's doing Spiral Cave.
And it's Berta.
It's okay, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does open up Spy Cave at least. Make things a little bit easier for some of the more difficult areas to wander through. But now we've got the Cave of Paradox.
Yes, Hitsun in Paradox Cave, one of the best locations of the game. Don't at me. And Fire Rod, okay.
Yeah, that definitely cinches that.
Yeah.
So now we have full clear ability for Skull Woods, Eastern Palace. We are Titan's Mitts and a cane away from getting our pedestal check.
Love, some bombs, 20 rubes, and oh, there's that Titan's Mitts.
Hot diggity daffodil. And watch, we're gonna have Misery Mire be bombos.
Right.
Gonna have a vanilla Canis Maria.
Oh no.
Gonna have Hookshot on pedestal.
Oh no.
Gonna have Boots and Ice Armos with GT Big Key on Torch.
Oh no.
You see, I was wanting to actually give these guys a good seed, but nope.
Hitsion going to check what's on Turtle Rock.
I mean, good play at this point. You just got the Titan's Mitts, you got the hammer. You can go ahead and check that on your way to Super Bunny Cave.
And it's Quake.
Ah, nothing like the Vanilla Quack.
Vanilla Quark.
Yeah, I'm just gonna butcher that name every time I say it more and more until it's just soon it's just gonna be a.
It's just the letter Q. It's just the letter Q. Hitsion doing Super Bunny Cave.
Ooh, just money and bombs. Oh, so this is going to be interesting now. Does he decide to go to Ice Palace since he's got Bomba? Or does he finish up Eastern and Pod?
Well, he's heading over to the, in the general Eastern area. But he's going to just drop down and maybe do his Zora checks.
Well, there's his first check for an easy ether grab.
Oh, he's actually doing Ice Palace. Makes sense for him to do.
Hey, he's like, screw it. Let's go ahead and go fight ourselves some Cold Man.
Yep. And Fear Agent clears the Helmstar King and gets his second crystal. And wow, the green pendant is also dead, as it's only a piece of heart.
Goodness gracious, everyone's giving out love. Holy cow.
I mean, it's not like a full love. It's just a quarter love.
I bet you anything that Ganon's got most of the full love just up in his tower. He's hoarding it all.
Right.
And almost got a sync between Verts and Sabo Tender with those Helmosaur kills, but good job to both of them.
Oh, definitely. Fear Agent. Oh, there's Quake, by the way.
Oh ho 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 boy, so we've got all 3 medallions in play. So, yeah, we've got access to Misery Mire coming up here. As soon as Hitsu decides to go over to Pod. And as soon as Verts and Fear decide to go over to Ephraim and then turn it in, and same with Sabo, they'll be catching up.
Oh, definitely. They're currently just struggling the fact that Hitsion made the good play to get that mushroom and get handsomely rewarded with that beer.
I mean, that's a gutsy play. Early mushroom turn-in is kind of a double-edged sword. If you don't save and quit, you can't scum it. And chances are good you're not going to find something decent on there. But this time around, he lucked out.
And Hitsion's good luck in terms of hints, and as we get a pretty obvious hint saying that the Painted Birda is in Spiral Cave.
What? No.
No, it can't be. It
No.
obviously can't be.
Nothing good is in Spiral Cave. That's just nuts.
Yeah, it's just there's no way there's anything good there.
Ooh, we're getting our first Zora check here.
And 20 rupees on the Zora ledge. And, oh, yep, here comes Sabatender with that mushroom.
Hitsu. Yeah, Hitsu already checked Zora. It was just a life lesson. So both grumpy fishes just giving a little bit of love. Oh, nope, sorry. Life lesson. That's the cash money.
Yeah, a life lesson. Don't bet against a scammer.
He is the king of scams for a reason.
Right.
You know, I'm actually sad that there's no fish type item other than the flippers in this game. Otherwise, we can be like, Zora is selling his children.
Oh no.
I mean, if you wanted to be dark, you could be like, Zora is selling his feet. Gotta make you think of the weird stuff. Oh, speaking of weird stuff, Sabo is turning in his mushroom. So he's about to get his drug mirror.
I think he actually got his mirror, right? Oh wait, no, he hasn't got it yet. But Verts is now also climbing the mountain. There's that mirror for Sapatender.
So I bet.
And looks like Hitsuyan now has his fourth sword, which surprisingly does not turn it into 4 links. Yeah, we know 4 locations. Yeah, that's what I meant.
So all right, we've got Ice Tea Room, Hobo, Ice Rod, and then where was the first one? Eastern. That's right.
Yeah. So he does have his. So he's got his temper sword. He does not have the gold sword yet. We know where it is, but once he does, he'll be disappointed in the fact that he can't turn into 4 links.
Yeah, sadly you can't.
But
although that'd be 4 Nagel links, so I think that's a good thing.
Right, that's true. I mean, he can't be Batty. Darkling can't be Batty. Unless it was made by Batty, it might be wrong though. I don't know my logic. I don't know my lore for Zelda, so please don't hurt me.
Oh, now we're gonna see what Hitsu's gonna do with this fight. Smart move using the bombos to make sure that you don't run out of magic. Although, with the Tempered Sword, this is gonna be a quick.
I like the early lock up against the corner. And really smooth coaster fights.
Oh, and Fear did go ahead and dive into Skull Woods for us a little deeper. Found nothing but a heart piece and 20. So Skull Woods is nothing. So the only reason you'd ever want to finish that is in the hopes that it is a Ped Seed.
Right. Or it's diving a little bit deeper into Eastern Palace. It'll be his first dive into here, so he will be getting a sword.
Yep, sword, so he'll be at Tempered, he'll have his drug money for the Witch's Mirror. I'm just still on edge, because I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna be the main contender here? Oh, I think Hitsu is popping over to get his ether. That or he's heading over to Pod, or gonna do both. No, he's doing Pod.
So Verts gets his mushroom. All he's got to do is make his way over to the potion shop and get his mirror. As Saboteur fights Boldorm.
Oh, and Hitsu is gonna get his butter. And Sabotender's got that Hera Man down, so we've got 3 crits. hiding up with Hitzian, and hopefully Sabo's gonna go find his Titan's Mitts and his Fire Rod in a moment.
Yeah, Sabotan's gonna be pretty happy to see those two. As Hisyon is making their way over to Pod, so he's grabbing that Ice Rod and that flute.
And here comes Sabo's Walk of Shame, so he can get his Cane of Brian. Yep, that's the one hint that you always love to see right there. Don't have to worry about it. I mean, he's gonna figure that out anyway when you get up there. Don't have to worry about it. Ah, and Verts is getting his tempered. And it looks like Fear is just about to do the same. Chat does bring up a good point on this one, since we're gonna get access here fairly shortly with Sabo Tender getting his Titan's Mitts. We will have access to the desert as long as it is not boots locked.
Oh, yeah, of course. Bert's gonna grab his, just gonna take that mushroom and take it straight over to that potion shop. Gonna be grabbing that mirror. Pretty happy to see it.
I mean, it's a good grab. Definitely a good play.
Beer Agent also gonna be taking that mushroom and going into the potion shop.
And there we go. Sabo has the Titan's Mitts. He's probably gonna go check out Super Bunny Cave as well. But let's see if he will actually be the first one to flew over to the Mire area. Of course, the more we check, the less likely it's going to happen, but I'm still thinking there might be something on pedestal here.
I don't know. Given how the sea's been pulling out, my only belief is that it's possible that Samaria is all it's left.
Well, we've got Hook Shot and Boots, which could be on pedestal. Boots only required if Desert Palace. Oh, and hey, thank you very much, Link to the Past Ken, for those 5 gift subs. Be sure to give you one of those awesome subs.
Yeah, it really helps our community.
Definitely, because it's you people at home that are watching right now, enjoying this wonderful stream that keeps us going.
Sabotender going, what's new Turtle Rock? And finding just it's Quake. That's a little awkward for him having Bombos.
That's alright, he'll find Quake here shortly. He's about to get his second sword, thankfully. You realize we're gonna have to release a record here shortly with all these songs and jokes and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and Sabo's heading over to Misery Mire, so we are finally gonna get that check.
Yep, so Mire today is going to be... And no, I'm not going to do what's new Misery Mire because that wouldn't rhyme. That wouldn't be on cue. On beat.
Oh, it's double Quake today. Ooh. So Hitsu's got a leg up on that one.
Well, Saboteur is going to check the Myra shed, so we'll see if that changes. Okay, there's Games Mario.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh.
You were saying?
All right. Where was Quake again?
I believe it was an Ice Palace. It was Ice Palace.
Gotcha. So Sabo really needs to go to Ice Palace.
Oh,
Like,
no kidding.
Today. Like within the next 5 seconds.
Well, he'll check. He's checking Desert Palace, see if its boots locked or not.
Survey says, nope.
No.
Just a burrito. Now, thankfully, Desert is one of those quicker checks, so you honestly don't have to worry about doing it. Just pick up a key, check left side, check right side, mirror, and then boom. And oh man, that butter sword just takes care of those turtles. It's cutting through those turtles like butter.
Like a hot knife through butter.
And speaking of a hot knife, looks like Fear Agent just took down our wonderful... I almost said mini Moldorm, but he's the full Dorm.
Moldor. That was horrible. I didn't even prepare for that. I was obviously a bad joke.
Yeah, it's the whole point of improv. You gotta just go with the flow. Whether it's good or bad.
True.
Mostly bad, but still.
Yeah.
Ooh, Desert having our second tunic.
Sweet.
Very interesting. Now, I believe that was a compass in the front room, so I think our land molasses here has our last... I bet he is feeling a tad ballsy because he did not happen to check that hint. Although it could have been a bad hint, but hey, if you're missing 1 or 2 items, it's definitely worth actually checking.
Yep. So Fear grabs his cane of Berna out of Spiral Cave. Bert's also playing the classic What's New to Rock and finds out it's Quake, so.
Yep. Where Hitsu is gonna go ahead and activate that flute. Verts is picking up a rock and chucking it, and gonna go check out Super Bunny Cave. And here's the molasses fight.
So I'm having a little bit of trouble there by getting him a little bit back a little bit back towards the. I don't know where this is going, but it doesn't matter. He cleared La Molus.
And it's done. Woo!
So that brings Salvatender up to 3 crystals.
Yep. Vert's grabbing his stuff out of Super Bunny Cave.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Oh no. Oh.
Nah, it's alright.
Vert's going into this fight. Vert's going to Spiral Cave. But Hitsu grabs Games Mario.
Yes, Spike Cave, the bane of my resistance. Did I tell you about the many races I've lost because I decided to skip Spike Cave?
Yeah, but luckily, since you're not racing this, if you were racing this, you would have found out that it would have been nothing.
Yep, just my luck.
I mean, I was referring to if you didn't check it. So there's that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Schrodinger's cave. Don't know if it's good or not until it's checked. I guess that was actually our hint there. So, west wing of swamp is dead.
Not bad. Now, again, keeping it up with the good hints, so...
Yeah, so dead mire, dead Hera, dead swamp. Just everything's dead.
Dead, dead, dead. It's all dead. It's dead, Jim.
Sabo finally gonna find that Quack medallion.
Sabo entering Ice Palace while Ferritin's doing Spike Cave.
Yes.
That concerns me.
Oh?
That, yes, concerns me. Like, legit.
I am a very concerning individual.
Right. So all we have left is the hookshot, and technically speaking, this would be Schrodinger's Go mode, because we don't know if the GT Big Key is on the torch or not.
Yep, and that's gonna be the fun one. If it's not, if Gary is gonna be nice, then we're fine. But if that key's up on there, then oh boy.
Yeah, then the game's gonna continue.
The game will be afoot.
I hate you. I seriously hate you for that now.
I'm trying not to choke on the mic. Hold on.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, I'll stop with the puns.
Good.
Alright, Hitsu picking up his 5th crystal, killing landworms.
Earthworms.
Yeah, like I said, landworms.
They're technically earthworms, but whatever. Hitsion gonna do checkerboard cave. I believe since Saboteur went there already, I believe there was nothing.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything of use in there. Yep, just more love. Now, the funny thing here, let's see, we've got hookshot, bloomerang, boots, shovel, net, cape, and book. So 7 unique items that we don't know of yet. Because we've got powder on library, and ether on whatchamacallit, the floating island.
We also haven't seen half magic, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe we saw a single arrow.
Oh, that's right. We still have the single arrow and the half magic, so we got 9 more unique items we don't know of.
Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe we saw a single arrow yet.
I don't think we did. Oh, Sabo trying for the difficult bomb jump. I hate this one so much.
Yeah, this one's a little bit of a tricky one because it's quite complicated because it's gotta do it at an angle that you wouldn't normally think you would have to do it.
Yep. It too is the bane of my resistance.
I mean, the IPVG is bad enough, but this jump it just blows out of the water. It is that hard.
Oh yeah. Honestly, the easiest thing to do, if you're lucky on it, is to save a key, or scum a key, wait until you get back to that room with the one where Verts is, and then go to the right side.
Right. Saboteur unfortunately didn't have enough help to it, so he just decided to death warp back up to the front. But
Yeah.
Hitsun is going to be one of the first runners to enter Turtle Rock.
So get your hype ready, because this could be hookshot. Now, wouldn't it just be evil if Boots were on pedestal and hookshot was in the first chest in hookshot? I think that would be perfect.
We'll see.
Yeah, so that either means turtle right here coming up to the left over here, or well, pretty much just Vidi, or right side GT. And while we're waiting for everyone to catch up with each other, shout out to our runners for taking the time to go ahead and give us great forms of entertainment. We've got Fear Agent, Hitzian1337, Sabo Tender, and Verts. Please be sure to give them all a follow. We've also got our wonderful trackers here, making sure that all the buttons are pressed in the right places, letting people know exactly where they're at. We've got Ali Song and Mr. Broadstone. Feel free to check them out. Also, feel free to check out this other guy that's talking.
Yep, that's me. And I do Link to the Past stuff and maybe some variety stuff.
Don't bother coming to check mine out, though. I'm super boring. It's alright.
But he's a huge Chrono Trigger fan because he plays a bunch of Chrono Trigger music, and when he plays he plays on his MSU1. So.
Yeah, it's nothing entertaining, so no worries. And it does look like there's only keys on the right side of Turtle Rock there, so we've either got the arrows behind Vidi or arrows in GT. Either way, we don't have to worry about it.
First on the Cold Stare fight.
And Sabo following just behind. And gosh, that butter just makes everything so much better.
Oh, no kidding. Just 3 slashes and you're good to go.
I mean, there is no substitute for butter. Margarine just does not cut it.
Right.
Sorry, I lied about the puns.
How dare you?
Now, poor Sabo only has the Master Sword, so he's going to have to rely on a little bit of skill to get this Cold Stare fight. That looks like he's doing well. Yep, he's good.
Bert's opting to get more bombs and arrows to add to his arsenal.
Hey, a quick refill with more bombs and arrows, it's a good play.
Yeah. Bert's looks like he's heading back for his Zora check, just to leave no stone unturned.
Let's just hope he doesn't decide to save scum it by accident.
Right. Because that would be quite a nightmare.
Oh, and chat pointing out, Sabo has skipped 2 swords so far. Our vanilla big key location for the one in Eastern Palace, and our iced tea room in Ice Palace, so I think Sabo's gonna be stuck in Master Sword for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure he's able to do Master Sword Ganon without a problem.
Oh yeah, and he's got those silvers, so it's definitely not gonna be an issue.
Yeah. So he's in the clear in terms of having to do 48 spins. From doing 48 spins.
But it's alright. And what do we got in Mimic Cave? It's Tough Magic.
Always nice to see.
But definitely before the D-Rock fight.
Yeah, definitely.
And, yeah, chat making a good check here. Verts hasn't checked out Meyer yet, so he hasn't gotten that Canis Maria.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a nuisance, but we'll see where Verts goes. It looks like he's opting to do the blacksmith check, though.
Yeah, that is one chain we haven't seen so that'll be pretty quick since he's got the mirror and the hammer.
Alright, this room is gonna be quite annoying. Hopefully doesn't lock himself out. No, he does not. Good. Starts doing hammer pegs.
Always the best without boots.
There's something satisfying about hammering pegs. Just about the boots. Who needs an item dash anyway?
Yeah, I actually have to agree with that.
Only 3 bombs though.
Yep, he just gets... Oh, that's a great hint right there. Oh wait, that's the arrow one.
Yeah,
wait,
that's the other way around.
Right there.
All eyes are on Hitsion as he goes over the laser bridge with 3 bombs. The map.
The cape.
Cape.
Oh.
Nothing. 20 rupees on the blacksmith. Taking the purple chest.
Now let's see. Did we get our compass already? Yeah, we did. So there will be an item on Trinex. Will that be the hook shot, or will it be in the first 2 chests in Swamp? That's not the small key.
Right, we'll have to see where that is. As Hitsion enters the Trinex fight, while Verts enters K45 with the purple chest in tow. Only 50 rupees.
Oh no, I sneezed. What happened to Trinex? He lost his heads.
Yeah, that was really quick for Hitsion. Unfortunately, no zero cycle, but since the boots weren't in there, there's no way he could possibly would have done the zero cycle. But, whatever. Trinex goes down.
And attempted swag is always appreciated.
And 300 rupees. That hook shot is still out there. Verts going to be taking that purple chest. He mirrors over.
Oh, money.
300 rupees.
Alright, so we've got our guessing game here. It's where in the world is Carmen Sandiego's hook?
Oh.
I feel that those O's are just getting more and more sad as you say it.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh dear, what have I done?
It's gonna be the point where before I even said it's like,
Yeah. Anyway, Verts finds out that, yep, there's Meyer that's Quake, but good news for him, he'll find the Canis Maria here, in the Meyer shed.
So will he be the first one to dip it? Because we've got ourselves a little bit of a fun guessing game going on. Since we know that the arrows are locked behind the Canis Maria, that is a possible Vidi hint. We've got 1 possible item of use in Meyer, if not 2. And then 2 chests in Swamp that could have the hookshot. Every other location has been checked except Pedestal.
That is true. We can't really do much of it.
That's right, because we don't have any boots or hook to get into Meyer.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even if they wanted to, they can't even do it. The 2 items that are remaining that can have progression in some form or another is what we need to get into Meyer. So
that is true. So it's got to be in Swamp Palace. That's got to be a progression. It's either going to be the hook shot or the boot.
Yeah, if it's the boots, then it's going to have to be either on the magic bat. But if it's the hook shot, then it's a Schrodinger's go mode, and if the GT Big Key is on Bub's torch, then the game will still continue. They need to find those boots.
Oh, this is exciting. Get to see who's gonna make the right play first. Now, another evil thing would be to have the book on pedestal, so you won't ever be able to, and then have boots. No, I'd say boots in swamp, book on pedestal, hookshot on tablet. Just giving you that false hope right there.
I'm hopeful. I'm more hopeful. I would say probably hookshot vanilla, a French vanilla swamp.
Yeah, good work.
That or the boots, which can either lead to going over to Meyer, going into or checking the magic bat with fake powder. No, it would be powder. Wait, what am I saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say. Logically set, if hookshot is on the magic bat, that means without a doubt there is no one that would be able to do the magic powder glitch, because you needed the mirror to go ahead and get up to Hera to basically get the Titansmith. Oh wait, yeah, to get the cane. So this is going to be a tricky one.
Yeah. So at this point in the game, what do you do? Do you go Swamp Palace, or do you just keep doing Overwhelm check?
That's the tricky part, because for the people that got that west wing of Swampland, we know that there are 2 items on the left side that are garbage. And that only leaves 2 possible items to check without the hookshot, so do you take that gamble?
And we already know that Eastern Palace only has just a mushroom and a sword.
And everyone except for Sabo has full cleared Eastern. Well, except for Armos, of course.
Right.
I find that funny that Sabo didn't full clear Eastern, but he killed Armos, where everyone else full cleared Eastern, but didn't kill Armos.
And so a lot of things dead already. We know that Sahasrella is dead. We know that the Pyramid Fairy is dead. We know that Left Side Swamp's dead. We know that the Firelock person of Mystery Mire is dead. So at this point, my hope is that one of these runners has to go down to Swamp Palace.
I'm hoping that Hitsuyun will pop into there after he's done with the Hammersmith, just for the sole fact that he will be in that area.
That is correct. Vert's doing Vert's going up the mountain. Looks like he might consider going up into Turtle Rock.
Where's he gonna go? Oh no, he's gonna finish up Eastern.
I mean,
is he gonna go back in a pod? What's he doing?
I have no idea.
Well, back on the fun part of the race, we've got Sabo Tinder finishing up the Trinix fight, getting hit 6 crystal, coming right up behind him.
Vert's making pretty steady progress, though. As he's heading over to Turtle Rock, he might be quite behind, but hey, he's still doing fine.
Oh yes. In a seed like this, 2-3 minutes is not that far behind.
Oh, no kidding. Fear takes down Trinix.
That's what he was doing. Hitsu was going to do the pyramid check and double it up with catfish. That makes sense. Looks like Sabo is heading over to our lovely Spike Cave.
So for Hitsuyan, Yeah. For Hitsuyan, it makes sense for him. However, since we know that there's nothing there, it's pretty late in the seed, though. At this point, his last location has to be his pretty much last location in items. Everywhere except for Swamp Palace, which none of the runners have gone to just yet. Fear Agent flew over to 3 to get into the Dark World.
It's a baddie situation.
Yeah, there's not a lot to. If I was one of the runners right now in this situation, I would just say go for Swamp Palace. I know I can pretty much I can enter it. I can't clear it, but I hope to God their hookshot might be there.
Yeah, at this point I would run the risk of double dipping. Especially with such out-of-the-way overworld check.
Yeah, you're wasting a lot of time doing this. You're doing these overworld checks instead of going for Swamp Palace. However, look over in the top right corner of your screen. Hitsuyan's gonna do Swamp Palace.
Oh, thank God. Alright. Now, he'll probably check the hint while he's in here too, but you've got 2 items. 2 item chests, so I will say. First one's always going to have a small key. Second one behind the bombable wall, which may actually be a unique item. And the third is going to be the one just south of the big chest.
So at this point, it's either going to be the boots or the hookshot. If it's the hookshot, then Hitsuyan is in Shorter's go mode, and we won't know until we have to go up the Gans Tower to find out if the GT Big Key is on Bob's torch or not. If it's the boots, then I would say go for get the powder off of the library, check the magic bat, but also go into Mire afterwards.
Oh, yes. Now, try at this point out, there could be a book as well, and it's boots, people. We are looking at some crazy seed. If book is found before the hook shot, that does open up this a good ped check.
So yeah. So now at this point, what do you do now? Go for Magic Bat or go for Misery Mire? Once you're done with this.
See, this part is going to be tricky. I honestly would go ahead and go with the Magic Bat scenario, because you can head over to Magic Bat, you can go over to Bonk Rocks, you can go to King's Tomb, and if none of them have what we need, then we go check out Misery Mire.
That's exactly what I would rather guess. So Hitsuyan now has to go to the bottom. If there's nothing here, then he's gonna have to leave and do the Magic Bat. And
he has to pray that this is the hook shot. Clap if you believe. Clap if you believe.
Okay.
No one was clapping.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyway. Harpies, the game is still afoot. Oh, I let myself into that pond.
Yes. Let the hate flow through you.
More like despair, but whatever.
Ooh, and he is doing his King's Tomb run.
Yeah, it makes sense for him to do that. Now that he's got the boots, it's gonna be here. It's either gonna be here, Bonk Rocks, the Magic Bat, or Misery Mire. If we find a book here, then he has the opportunity for a pet check. If it's not on the ped, then it's gonna be Misery Mire.
Oh, I so hope for book. That would just be so wonderfully evil. Senator Palpatine would be proud.
Oh. Anyway, Hitsuyan is enter the Bonk Rocks. 5 rupees. And continuing on.
Oh boy, yeah. We're getting close. Poor Hitsu is not looking very good right there. We've got two possible locations at this point. We've got Magic Bat and Misery Mire.
Yes. So now Hitsuyan grabs the magic powder that's been sitting there for quite a while. So for the magic bat, this could either be, if it's not the hook shot, it will have to be in Misery Mire. But if it's a book, we will probably get a ped check. If hookshot is not on the pedestal, then it's going to be in Misery Mire. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And Sabo just taking out Mothula in the hopes that this is a ped seed. And
so Hitsuyan opens up the magic bat. He's going to be getting
the
red potion. The game is still afoot.
Oh, it is. Oh man, this is one stinky foot.
Unfortunately, there's nothing else. It's Misery Mire or bust.
Yep. It's gonna be one of the now left side Firelock Mire. Was that just compass and an item, or was that compass and a small key?
It had nothing. We know that the Firelock portion of Misery Mire is dead.
Okay, well that's what I was wondering, because if it said one of them was an item, then we've got one chance for an item in Mire. Otherwise, it is pedestal.
Yes, that is correct. So Hitsuyan enters Misery Mire. We know that the left side is just dungeon item. Another thing we can also consider too, as someone in chat points out, we can also check the first chest of Hookshot Cave to see if there's anything else.
Yes, that's right. We've got that one chest. That is a bit of a long way to go for one chest, though. Yeah,
unfortunately, since the first chest of Hookshot Cave is a very, very, very out of the way check. You would have to orphan off the pad in order to see if it's there or not. Oh boy. Hitsuyan.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, see these guys. Yeah, I think they're going to do a blind ped pull before anything else. And there's one item. If our hint from earlier said it was like cash or something on the left side, then it's not Mire.
It's not. It's just dungeon items. It's a composite map.
We've got one item left. One item before we have to go check out Hookshot Cave. And if that doesn't work either, then we got a ped seed.
So there's a key there. So we know that we can't. All we have to do is drop down the switch and check the compass chest. If the big key is not, if it's the big key, then we're going to have to go and check the big chest.
Oh, wouldn't it be great to just be on Viddy and have it be something like a shield?
Oh, that will be hard. My nerves are getting the better of me now.
Oh, it's big key.
Big key.
Oh, here we go.
Hitsuyan has a pretty good lead over everyone. Everyone else is just going everywhere which way. Fear Agent, he's got that boots in hand. He is going to be doing the Bonkrux and the King's Tomb. He'll have to do the Magic Bot next. Hitsuyan coming up on the big chest. That's another key.
That's small key.
Alright. One more. If it's an item here, then we're fine. If it's not, then that's go mode.
That's hookshot, baby. So at 1:29:26, Hitsuyan is finally so close to pedestal, folks. So close. Gets so far.
If anything, for all we know, the book could have been on the pedestal. That's my assumption.
And as one of our trackers pointed out, this seed spent so long being so nice, and it just all came crashing down.
Yeah, it had all the markings of a pedestal seed. And it came down to just that one chest in Misery Mire. And if anything, looking at the trackers, the only possible thing that could have been there was either the shovel. And in terms of if it had a unique item at least, it would have been the shovel, the bug net, the book, and I don't think shields don't count.
Nah, they don't count as unique.
And the single arrow.
Although it would be funny if the pedestal and both tablets had all of our shields.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It could have been, yeah, of course we know it possibly would have the book been there, but let's not dwell on it too long. Hitzion has a big lead.
Oh yeah. Now, Sabo and Fear are going to be following up on that just shortly. Fear changing over his fluid, going to be going over to mine. Same with Sabo. They're going to find that hookshot in about 2 minutes, be on Hitzion's tail, but at that point, Hitzion may already be climbing up Ganon's tower.
Exactly.
So, this is a three-way race now between Hitzion, Fear Agent, and Sabo Tender. Hitzion's only thing to fear is not Fear itself, or Fear Agent, but if he accidentally messes up in his routing. Fear Agent and Sabo racing each other to see who can get there first, and Vert's just hoping to dear God that the others do something that allows him to get a little bit more of an edge. But this is so close, at one bad turn could mean a whole spot in this race.
However, Sabotender is actually doing the out-of-the-way check that I've mentioned already. He's going to do oh dear. He's going to do Hookshot Cave. Bert's browsing into the Dark World. He pretty much is just now looking for whatever. He's just now looking for whatever he needs. Something that will lead him towards go mode.
I just hope it's not the book. Please, just don't be the book.
It would have been a nice poetic end, I would say.
I just don't want the poor guy to end up having to go through all that for nothing. But it looks like Hitzion is collecting his 7th crystal, so everyone knows what time it is. That's right, get your numbers in chat. It is the wonderful GT Big Guessing Game.
Alright, I'll explain the rules. In one of the 22 locations inside Ganon's tower, one of those will contain the big key. It'll be any of the locations, either left side or right side. It could be in the compass room, it could be in the dark magician room, it could be in the random room, it could be in the fire snake room, if the masochistic enough, it could even be in the tower room. My guess will always be the same. It will always be number 11. I always go for a random room with the top right chest, assuming they go right side into Hope Room, then mirror out into the left side. That's my standard affair, and yeah.
Yeah. Number 13. That last chest ran.
I wouldn't be surprised this seed would have been thrown up for a spin if the tower room had the big key.
Nah, these poor guys have been gone through so much today. We don't need a tower room big.
If it was, then oh boy. Fear Agent grabs his hookshot. He is in go mode. Sabotender heading back into Swamp Palace. He never went for the compass chest in Misery Mire.
Oof, and he never checked the chest just below here. So... oh, he's gonna have to go back to Mire. Oof.
Yeah. That is not gonna be nice. So Hitsion, at this point in the game, it's pretty much just elementary. Go get through Ganon's Tower, either clear Ice Armors if you have to. There's a bug there for number 1, and another potion for number 2, bringing all 4 bottles into Hitsion's inventory. Number 3. 20 rupees. So even if they didn't get the boots, they would be in go mode right here.
Yarp, yarp, yarp. Now, thankfully, to get to the hook shot, so no worries there.
And so as I was saying, so here's number 4, the map. Number 5, 50 rupees. Number 6, a key. And number 7, another key.
Ooh,
anyway,
he's going Dark Magician strats.
I mean, it works. It works.
And my swap, because he didn't read the hint. This is why you don't skip things.
That is a problem. Sabotender is going left side swamp, but looking on the side of Hitsion, the only thing that's stopping him now is either if he has to do it, Eyes Armos, Lambo 2, Moldorm 2, Agate 2, finally Ganon. That is all he has to do. At this point in the game, he doesn't have to worry. The only thing it's stopping him is himself. So I believe this is number 9. There's 20 rupees. There's one of our shields, number 10. 5, 10 rupees, and 10 arrows, and I think it was 11, it was a heart container.
Yep, that's up to 11, so nothing yet. We are heading back to the left side.
Vert's now getting there. He has those boots. He's going into Misery Mire now. He will be getting go mode now. He will be the 3rd runner to get go mode. Because unfortunately, Sabotender never took the hint that told that left side swamp was dead. He has to do this no matter what. And once he's done, he needs to go into Misery Mire. That is what stops. That is what's stopping him.
Yep. Also, the shovel was number 12.
Okay, so you're having a little bit of trouble with that boomerang.
Takes a very steady hand. Don't touch the sides.
Alright, number 13. You're in the Fire Snake room. Fear Ancient is on their way to Ganon's Tower. It's a small key. You're close though. Oh, a little bit.
Yeah. I got a key right, so.
Right. And now for the random room, which is usually what I would guess.
Oh no, Sabotender. He is checking Dark Cross.
Oh, that's horrible for Sabotender. Anyway, a key. Bombs.
And number 16. So, good job to anyone that guessed number 16. Let's see who was. First one to guess is Daniel Oberon. Congratulations! You have won a year's worth of free Link to the Past Rando Seed and our love and affection.
Yep. Now, technically, he would have. I know we'll still count him as a winner, but he did put in 2 numbers. And if we decided to not count him, Gorago would have been the winner by closest, which would have been number 17. But I'll consider both Daniel and Gorago as the winners. Just I like the first one was taken. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was being nice and let me have my failed number.
Hey, that's all right. Anyway, Hitsion enters the gauntlet at 139.45. Fear Ancient now making their way to Ganon's tower.
Oh, and Verts is going to be coming up on his 6 shot here shortly. Well, hey, at least Sabo's going to be getting that tempered sword.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's still going the wrong way.
He really doesn't want to check that chest in Mire.
It's a really rude spot to have that hook shot in. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Hitsu skipping up the free health with the fairy. Ooh, that may come to bite him.
It's alright. He should be fine if he executes well on land mode too.
He's half a heart. He'd better drink something. Oh.
Oh, that is rough. Fear Agent and Hitsuyan are pretty much neck and neck. Hitsuyan has to do the entirety of the gauntlet. Fear pretty much now has he made up some time, but not much.
Yeah, if he goes full left, he's gonna find that in Randover, and that's gonna only put him about 45 seconds behind Hitsu.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's Sabo with his tempered. With Verts heading back into Swampy.
I mean, hey, I guess you're right with the rando room. So there's that.
Yeah, your psychic abilities are getting up there. It's good.
I mean, a rando room has not been playing kind to me. I pretty much I win as much as my wins on Salty Bet.
Oh, Sabo never even bothered to go over to Mire yet. Well, okay.
Oh,
now we're gonna get that check.
Yeah, this is bad for Sabatender. He never opened up his Mire. Oh boy. Anyway, Hitsuyan re-enters the gauntlet.
Hey now, don't get into the semantics with me, buddy. I created semantics.
Yeah, you sure did. Anyway, Hitsuyan kind of hurting decide not to go for that not to go for the fairy here. Now re-enters and executing a lot cleaner Lambo too.
Much, much, much better.
And he leaves the Gungeon gauntlet rather at 143 flat.
I love those rooms with the King of Samaria and the Wizrobe. Just one shot, just perfectly clean.
Yeah, always satisfying to have those. That's always fun to do those Wizrobe rooms like that. Yes, Chloe, the Gungeon.
Enter the Gungeon.
Now is not time for singing just yet. We have a race to finish.
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh, this is good. Oh, that was risky for Hitsuyan. He decided to not wait on, but since he cleared it pretty quickly, he doesn't have to worry about it. If he had messed up once, if he was ever slow, he would have to take he'd have to do it slow, otherwise he would despawn the entirety of Ganon's tower.
Yeah, that sprite deglitch or despawn glitch is not had that happen to me during a race, and oh my gosh, it is like a dagger through the heart.
Yeah, that would have put Fear Agent in the lead if Hitsuyan was a little bit slow and wasn't careful. But Hitsuyan clears Moldorm too.
And Sabotender is finally in go mode at 144.29.
Hitsuyan just skip it on a Moldorm Destroyer. At this point in the game, it doesn't matter. He's just 2 bosses away from finishing the season and being first in the restream.
Aw, and Hitsu, of course, skipping Trolldorm's treasure, being the nice guy he is, letting that poor dead worm leave his last treasure to his children.
Nice oh, it looked like a triple for Hitsion.
But sadly, I think it hit a little too close, so it only counted as a double.
Yeah, it was unfortunately a double, but it's alright.
It's alright.
Down goes Zaga 2.
Chad just posting all these lyrics in chat and makes me want to sing more. I see what you're doing to me. Alright, it's the big pig time.
Ganon is now visible. You better be thinking outside the box when there's evidence inside of it. Oh, but Hitsion has quite a lot of evidence on his mind. I don't know what this.
It's alright. We'll just enjoy the nice little butter fight he's going on. Gets phase 1 and 2 down in no time flat. Gets the big pig onto phase 3.
Oh, Furious taking a fall in Moldron 2. Verts enters Ganon's tower. He's opening Ganon's tower now. And did we get those arrows in the light world very early in the seed? But yes, we have silver arrows. Hitsion gets the Taurus glitch. Nice double for Hitsion. And with that, it's all over for Hitsion. Get your GGs in chat for Hitsion. Now he's got to clear a 1x3 bridge, and he will be first in the restream with an official SRL time of 1:47.04. That's good for 9th place overall. And our overall winner is Hippos in first place with a time of 1:33.01.
I gotta say, that's a fantastic time speed like this. Almost got a sub 90. With this kind of placement, that's just galaxy brain all the way through.
Yep.
And hey, we've got our wonderful runner here, Hitzian1337. GG.
GG's.
Whoa.
So that hookshot, hey?
Yeah, the sequence of events.
The boots.
Yeah, the sequence of events.
Locations. Both of
them. The sequence of events that led to that was quite a mess. Let's just say that.
You didn't check pedestal, though.
Yeah, the problem was I think I had a really good advantage with the mower, but if the boots are behind them in swamp, and that leads to the hook shot, and that are the last 2 items you need, so...
Oh yeah, we were noticing that on the whole stream there. Out of all the runners on the restream, you did have a really huge advantage getting that early mirror, and it looked like you were gonna be well on your way to a sub 90. It's just the boots location and that first chest leading to hookshot in the compass room in Meyer. Just it messed up everybody. I mean, I even saw in SRL chat that it took almost everyone more than 90 minutes to get it, and you guys are fantastic runners, so it's nuts. That's all I can say. It's nuts.
Exactly.
But what words of wisdom do you have for us today?
I don't know what to say, guys.
That's actually something good here, because that's the kind of race that deserves just speechlessness. Yep,
but if I may interject, Fear Agent has finished 2nd place on the restream with an official SRL time of 1:49.35, which is good for 12th place overall.
Oh, and he just gets sniped by ZZ Cube with a 149.31.
Yeah. As well, update the current finishers here. Zokuda-san in second place with a time of 1:35.52. Rounding out the podium is Koi in third place with a time of 1:39.19. Following up with the top five, we have the rest of the top five. We have Cassidy Moen in fourth place with a time of 1:40.33, and to round out the top five, Killer App 23 with a time of 1:43.36. Rounding up the top 10, we have Hacksaw in sixth place with a time of 1:41.17. Matt 7898 in seventh place with a time of 1:45.21. Shire in eighth place with a time of 1:45.57. And of course, we have Hitsuyan. We got Hitsuyan in ninth place. And to round it out, Sosuke in 10th place with a time of 1:47.38. And the rest of them, ZZ Cube in 11th place with a time of 1:49.31. And we are joined by Beer Agent, GG.
GG's.
Now, I gotta ask both of you, actually, because this is kind of fun. Mushroom. Why?
So, I knew the bow wasn't for Eastern, but I figured it would take people Eastern. I don't know. I'm just so tired of early pendant dungeons having progression that I didn't want it to be so, and so it was ended up being my last location. I got a little flustered in the very beginning because I accidentally deleted my file, and then my timer wouldn't start, and so I'm trying to like figure that all out at the same as I'm starting a race. Is not the way to start this.
We noticed that. I'm glad that you were able to fix that without losing too much time. So, to be fair, if you didn't have that little kerfuffle, I think you would have actually beaten ZZ Cube.
Yeah, if I didn't try to hover Mold Arm 2, I would have probably beaten too.
But I gotta ask, Hitsu, what made you decide to go to Eastern so quickly?
He always does. He always does that.
Because I had no bombs and can check like Hylia into it, and when Sash has nothing, I go Eastern. If it's a pendant, the decision is a lot easier to go there then.
So what you're saying is that Eastern is always a play if it's a pendant.
Not always, but if I have no bombs at this point in the Lost Woods with my opening, I go Eastern straight. If I have rupees to buy bombs there. Because I don't want to reach Kek from the top and check Thief's Hut and get no bombs out of it and have to end again up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird way to go walking. But good job on making that decision at least.
It really feels like pendant Eastern has progression like, I don't know, something crazy like 75% of the time.
Yeah, it's like Pendant Ice Palace always having something just before the hammer locked there.
I checked everything. I had one check left, and that was the one item I left in Ice Palace. Otherwise, I checked everything.
I think that was actually the Butter Sword that you left then. Yeah, it was Ice Tea Room, right? Yeah,
I was pretty sure Hookshot wasn't going to be there, so I mean, it could have been if there was if there was an item in. I don't know. I don't know how stupid.
I know the key logic is weird. I think it was Hookshot locked from the logical standpoint of things. But yeah, you don't have to worry about that. It was just Butter Sword. We're all good. But I gotta say, from the way things were looking at the beginning of the race, the seed was kind of generous with the items. How did you guys feel starting out in the first 10 minutes or so? You know, having the bow, having the flippers, getting such early Dark World access. Do you think this was going to be an easy seed?
I was thinking I win this because I had the mower very early and expected the hook shot in Turtle Rock, but yeah, then it was my last location in Swamp that leads to the hook shot. Even more worse.
Yeah, I actually felt like I routed my early game super well. Yeah, even going into pod and having a double pod kind of stinks, but I was one turtle away and I just could not get that turtle to cooperate. So up until that point, I actually felt really decent, I guess. Felt okay.
Don't feel too bad, because sadly Verts had the same issue. He was actually in the turtle room the exact same time you were. He almost got it. He got all the turtles except for one, and then bit the dust. But it's okay. It was all good in the end. Do gotta take a quick moment to point out here that we've got Verts on his last shot of the Big Pig. So get your GGs in chat. All he needs to do is fire one more arrow, and we are golden. Now just don't walk off the bridge.
Whew.
Wait, he's locked. He's good. Make it. I speak from experience when I say you can walk off that without getting to... And we're good. Put your GGs in chat for Mr. Verts 505, finishing 18th place with a time of 1:56.25.
Yeah, his third place overall good for 18th place. To also update prior to versus third place finish, we have a tie for 13th place between Rel and Tankir and D Demolisher 1 with a time of 1:50.50. Edium in 15th place with a time of 1:51.24. P Train 24 with a time of 1:51.31 and Durand in 17th place with a time of 1:52.58.
I'm tired of these mean seeds too. Like putting
Right?
boots in the first chest of Swamp to get Hook in Pendant Mire. It's just, come on, seed.
The
Really?
worst.
Hey, to be
And-
fair,
And even we got the hint about the left side, so that like really de-incentivized going into Swamp early.
oh yeah, and to be fair, I actually wished good on all the runners this time instead of my usual evilness, so don't blame. Also, we are welcomed by Mr. Verts 505. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm good, man. How you doing?
Yo,
Yo, what's up, Professor?
it's all good, man. Good job on that third place restream finish.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. That was a rough one. I joined right as Fear Agent was talking about those boots in Swamp, and I was very upset about those. And I had a thought going into Mire where I was like, wait, I could have gotten hookshot so much earlier, but I was like, nope, wait, actually when I got Quake, had no way to get in there, so kind of worked out, so I couldn't be too mad at myself about it.
It was a crazy one, because basically this is the way you had to plan it. You had to get your Titan's Mints out of Waterfall. You had to get Quake out of Ice Palace. You had to get your Mirror from the Mushroom in Eastern. And then you could get your boots out of Swamp, and your... well, you don't need the cane. Yeah, to get to the hookshot. So, it was just a nuisance of a fetch quest for that hookshot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I went into Eastern and left with a tempered sword and a mushroom, I said, all right, this mushroom better pay off whenever I go turn it in.
I was
Here's
gonna say, what was your idea of getting that mushroom initially? Was, should I save this in the hopes that I do fake powder, since obviously the powder's on the library, or do I risk it?
I figured I did a save and quit right after Eastern, so I was like, all right, look, if I don't like what it is, I'll just reset. And I didn't have to do that, fortunately. It worked out in my favor.
Very nice. I do want to get an edge in real quick. Throw out your GGs for Sabo Tender. He is finishing up right now for us. He has gotten 21st place with an SRL time of 1:59.44. Gonna see if we can get him in for an interview as well, so we can all rag about this evil seed.
Yeah, and to finish off what's the rest of the top 20, we have Ohado in 19th place with a time of 1:50.03, and this is not Yoho in 20th place with a time of 1:53.45.
Can I ask a question real quick? Did everyone, after getting boots, do their boots checks before going into Mire? Because I debated whether just join into Mire right away or doing my boots checks, and I ended up doing all of
I
them,
did the
including
boots check.
powder.
Everyone did the boots check.
Yep, 100%.
The only one that did more, like going through to the first chest in Hookshot Cave, was Sabo. And we all wept a single tear when we saw that happen.
Oh, he went all the way up to Hookshot Cave?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the only thing I skipped in the seed. Doing this check before Maya.
It was just atrocious. And we were all sitting there just sweating bullets, waiting. All right, is this going to be a ped seed?
Fear cursed it with the swamp thing. He
Yeah,
said
it had-
swamp. He said before the race started that swamp is the hookshot. And this
Yeah.
was indirectly.
Yeah, it had all the markings of a pet seed, but when it came down to Misery Mire, that was what broke the camel's back, and which all it really had though was a shield. So
Yep. And we saw that heart container in that first item check in Mire, and we're like, all right, this is the last one. Is this the hookshot or is this a ped seed? We will find out.
Sabo, the Hookshot Cave?
Yeah, I clearly wasn't thinking at that point.
whoa, it's Sabotender. GG, man.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, guys. GG's everyone on Norish. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I lost my mind and last locationed to Oblivion again. I don't know, man. It's how I've been playing.
It's alright, man. It's not your fault. Professor Render and I were too focused on our telepathy, thinking about the first chest in Hookshot Cave. You were just picking up on it. It's all good.
Yeah.
When we were actually getting down to figuring out where the hookshot was, we were all thinking, all right, we've got boots. Who's going to go to the first chest in Hookshot Cave? No one did until you.
Oh, yeah, because there were way better options, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Because at that point, we were just going down the list of, all right, we've got King's Tomb, we've got Bonk Rocks, we've got Magic, and one after another is just like, nope, nope, nope.
I want to know how you route this to get a 133.01.
Yeah.
Hacks. No, that's the kind of cool stuff that I gotta just rewatch the VOD on, because it's like, alright, that's where you end up finding Quake, your flute, and then immediately think, I'm going over to the Pendant Mire area. Find your cane, say, you know what? Nope, I'm changing my mind and going to check the 2 chests in Swamp.
So, any overall final thoughts on this seed to wrap this all up?
Because I think everybody needs a good stiff drink after this one.
Yeah.
100%. I'm curious if anyone else went to Dark Pod, because I know I did and died right before I got to Helmasaur King, and I was sad.
Ooh, that's too bad.
Apparently we both did, and both died with 1 turtle left.
At the
Oof.
same time, mind you. It was
nice.
Marvelous.
I just left after that and decided to come back later because it was not worth it for me.
Did anybody else accidentally delete their file as they started the game and couldn't get their timer to work?
Nice.
Oh.
Nah, sadly you were the only one, but
Oh,
it's
man.
alright. You just had to give ZZ Cube that 1 extra spot. You were being that kind of cool, dude.
I guess I got nothing really to add. You you saw the the game that was kind of off. I played terribly, but I want to thank you guys for doing the restream and commentary here and all that. Mr. Scruff and Tuna, Professor Renderer, and our trackers looks like Ali and maybe Mr. Broadstone. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no
Yep.
problem, man. And you did great. It was actually a really entertaining race.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So come out tomorrow. We have at 2 p.m. a standard seed, and then at 9 p.m., keep your eyes peeled as we have ourselves an inverted seed. That is going to be quite a fun one to watch.
Ooh, I may have written that one.
So, if you got anything final thoughts to say, Mr. Scruff, we might as well end up here.
Link has got a gun. Do, do,
Oh.
do. I'm gonna start singing. Let's end it quick.
All right, I'll also end it. Take care, everybody.
Toodles.